G'day guys, welcome back to some more Aston Villa career mode. This is episode 23. Make sure to go back and check out the previous episodes to see how we got here. And in today's episode, unfortunately after being knocked out in the Champions League in the previous episode, spoilers, we're just going to be playing some more league games today and hopefully we can push to try to get in the top 4, top 5 of the table. Which is going to be a tough ask because obviously all the teams that are above us are really solid and good high-rated teams. In this first match, we're going to be up against Derby County, who I believe we actually drew against early in the season, which was very disappointing because I believe they didn't even have a win at that stage. So there was no excuse for us not getting the win. But we come out strong here as we get it to Target, who whips a great cross and it's going to fall to Barkley, who's going to volley that in, and a great finish and a great start to this match. But Derby weren't going to go out easily as they get us on the counter-attack here and tie it up not too long after. And we're also looking at Ollie Watkins' goal tally at this stage because he's on track to break the record as he comes through here and gets another one. So yeah, he's not too far away. Maybe you'll see later on what happens. But a great ball there to him and he just volleys that one home like it's nothing. Makes it look easy. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what I do and what you guys think I should do next season with Ollie Watkins because we do need to upgrade in some positions. Obviously, if you go based on stats, with Ollie Watkins, we don't need to replace him, but if we get like a massive offer or if we should sign someone who's higher rated. But at this stage, I'm loving using him along with Jack Grealish and Nkunku, but not too sure about that right-hand side with Edwards and McGinn even in midfield. But yeah, we get the W there in a very high-scoring game. And speaking of high-scoring games, we face Manchester United here, and this game was crazy. We start off with another goal to Ollie Watkins, just always there to get the easy tap-ins, and a good shot there, but a great save by Henderson, but it just ricochets to Grealish, who follows the shot in and heads it home in the right place at the right time. Our captain Jack manages to put us up 2-0 early on. Then Scott McTominay with a good pass there to Cavani. Cavani's just got a rocket of a strike in this game, I tell ya. But we wait, but Watkins and Grealish have a great relationship and Grealish gets another one to put us up 3-1 before Bruno Fernandes, probably the best player on FIFA for me to verse anyway. He always seems to be the hardest to play against. Manages to set Cavani up again and gets his second. And this time it's Correa who's got the ball in the box, just spinning my defenders. Fernandes with another great pass. And they tie it up right on half-time as it goes to 3-0 in one half of football. 6 goals in one half. It's crazy. But Grealish now is going to find Watkins again in the middle in acres of space. Not sure what the Manchester United defenders were doing there. As Nkunku finds Grealish out wide, he cuts back inside and finesses it around Henderson, who was glued to the spot. Not sure what he's doing there. Didn't look like the most powerful shot, but was good enough to get the job done. And we're still coming for more. Grealish is through again, looking to get another one. And I believe that's his 4th goal of the game. As we skip ahead, I think we managed to get one more. As we do, we win 7-3. And Jack Grealish scores 5 goals on 6 attempts. It's got to be like a record or something. And I need to figure out what the record is of goals in a match in the Premier League, because that is insane. Beat Manchester United on his own boot 5-3. And the team 7-3. You see some other results from around the ground. Some big defeats there. 4-0 and 5-0. But next up it's going to be the Wolves. Looks like they've sold quite a few players. They've brought in a few new players, I believe, there, or just playing their backups. Like there's no Jimenez, there's no Neves, no Moutinho. I believe Jimenez went to Leicester, if I remember correctly, but they have this guy Fabio Silva up front who plays a great ball there to Hoover, I think is how you pronounce it, not too sure, but he gets the early lead. We're obviously going to come back, a very attacking team. And Watkins with a great back heel to Barkley, who finishes that. Barkley having a solid year, obviously not as good as his first year on loan, but we brought him back and he hasn't disappointed, he just hasn't been as good. And Grealish puts us in front here just before half-time. Keeper managed to get a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. And then Nkunku to Watkins is going to bend one round, post and in. What a finish. And I believe that is the tie. It's the goal to tie the competition record of 32 goals with still a few games remaining, so he might be able to break that record by quite a bit, especially if he gets a couple more here. And Barkley plays him through here, and he's got the pace to get by Cody, and he's going to hit this into the far post. And all of a sudden, he's broken the record, and he scores his 33rd goal in the Premier League season, and does an interesting celebration there. Not too sure that's a celebration you want to go with. But yep, new competition record there. Against Wolves, in front of his home fans, at Villa Park. What a great result this is going to be, as well as we're definitely going to get the win. As we get it to him again here, and he's going to finish this one off. He's not going to miss one-on-ones, he's too good. As we skip ahead now to the end, as we end up winning 5-2. Ollie Watkins with a hat-trick. Could have scored a couple more if you look at his attempts there, but we'll definitely take that win. 5-2. And just going to be getting into our last game of the episode soon. As you see the stats there, we really did dominate, had double the amount of shots. And sorry, I don't believe it is the last game of the episode actually. I believe I'm going to show you Sheffield and Chelsea before saving Newcastle for the Season 2 finale episode, which will be the next episode, episode 24. But yeah, I've got to get through Sheffield and Chelsea first, hopefully continuing this momentum where we've won 3 games on the trot now, averaging about 5 to 6 goals a game at the moment, absolutely on fire offensively. As you see the table there, we're still 5 points behind Chelsea, so that game against them is going to be massive, especially if we can get this win against Sheffield, if we want to have any chance of moving up into that 5th spot. And we get it to Barkley early on, and he puts us up 1-0. Sheffield United coming back now through wind. Sheffield United, I believe, are going down this season, I think. But they make a good counter-attack here, and they get it to Mousse, who ties the game up. Target, who's always good to get a good cross in, finds Grealish in space, who plays it through to Barkley, and Barkley's going to score his 2nd of the game. And speaking of Barkley, he's on the ball here, and he plays a great ball through to Watkins, and Watkins is going to fire that home on the volley to put us up 3-1. And it looks like we're going to get the win here as well, as Barkley once again plays it through to Watkins. You just see it so often. And what's Watkins going to do? He's going to play it across the box unselfishly to Nkunku. He's not just a finisher, Watkins. He's very unselfish, and he's really high up in assists as well, I believe. He might even be leading the league in assists. He's just that good, and you see there the goals for is just a crazy amount there because of the user ability. But next season, hopefully that'll be a bit more realistic. But there you see the difference, 3 points of the difference. So if we get this win, we tie them on points. Not sure if we'd go ahead or not on the table, but we'll see after this game most likely. You see Chelsea's squad that brought in Bonucci, Rugani, who else there? No one else, I believe. But they brought in those couple of Italian defenders, and who knows, maybe they have a couple other beast players on the bench. I'm sure they do, as they are Chelsea, and they spend money like it's nothing. But who else but Ollie Watkins to get us out to the early lead? Next we get it out to Cash there, who whips a great ball into Barkley, and I'm not sure if that was the best header, but the keeper's made an absolute meal of that. But anyway, Kante now plays a great ball to Werner, who gets a bit tricky with it, and we save it on the line. Very lucky to get away with that one. Not sure how they didn't score. But we skip ahead to the second half now. We find Edwards, and Edwards, who doesn't score that often, manages to pick one up. And all of a sudden we're up 3-0, absolutely dominating this Chelsea side. At Stamford Bridge as well, which is very impressive. And we get it to Edwards again, but this time he's going to loop it over to Barkley, and Barkley's going to hit it. It's saved by Kepa, but it falls straight back to Barkley, who finishes the job. And we win 4-0. A very emphatic victory, and it gives us the slightest chance to move up into that 5th spot for Europa League football. Unfortunately, there's going to be no Champions League in Season 3. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed. Really helps me out. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.